Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is CeeChronicles. Thank you for joining me today. I do fragrance reviews mostly, and I do lifestyle and fashion videos. So if it sounds like something you're interested in, please make sure you do not leave without clicking the subscribe button and joining this family. And to my returning family, thank you for coming back. I appreciate you as always. As promised in the previous video, I did these videos one after the other. The one I posted yesterday, or it would be the day before, I don't know. I promised to group up the Baccarat Rouge Extrait de Parfum, Baccarat Rouge 540 Extrait de Parfum, inspired by a version. So I'm talking about this fragrance. And I have a few fragrances in my collection that are inspired by this Extrait de Parfum or the other fragrance, the actual Baccarat Rouge 540, okay? I do not have Baccarat Rouge 540, reasons being I just decided to go for the concentrated version, which is this one. However, I have sampled Baccarat Rouge 540, and in comparison, I did sample it before deciding to buy the Extrait. I felt the Extrait, it did walk an extra mile, so I chose the Extrait. But in terms of the feel, it's more or less the same with Baccarat Rouge 540, the original. So the fragrances that I have in front of me, I think I have 2, 4, 6, 8. I have 8 fragrances in front of me. These fragrances are going to be in comparison with the Extrait de Parfum as well as Baccarat Rouge 540. So if you follow if you're following there, what I'm saying is I don't have Baccarat Rouge 540, the original. I have the concentrated version of Baccarat Rouge, which is the Extrait de Parfum. So I'm going to give you a comparison, but of both fragrances. So I just don't come after me and say, no, but that one is like the 540, the original, and that one's not like the concentrate. I'm just giving you the fragrances that I have in my collection that are likened to Baccarat Rouge 540, either the Extrait de Parfum or the original version. So I'm going to go on to the first one. The first one I have is the one I did, in my last video, which is Pandora Rouge. I'm going to get this one out of the way because I obviously have a video already, an in-depth video about this one. So I'm going to get it out of the way. I'm just going to talk quickly about it and get it out of the way so that, we don't waste time. Okay. Now, the original Extrait de Parfum obviously has amber. It's got some almond, it's got saffron, some Egyptian jasmine, some cedar, some ambergris, some woodsy notes in there, and some musk. Okay. Which is something that this one purports to have. Okay, I'm just saying purports because obviously it's not the original. Now, Pandora Rouge is, it's less on the sticky syrupy side, right? And it does give you the experience, like I said, it does give you the experience that is so close, but without the Baccarat Rouge Extrait de Parfum performance. So if you're looking for just the experience, if you're looking for something that will guide you on whether it's a fragrance that you actually want to pull the trigger and buy, which is the Extrait, because this one is over 400. So if you just want the experience, then this would be one of the recommendations. It is so close to an extent that I thought to give it a 6 out of 10. Terms of price, it will set you back 25 to 30 pounds. And that is for the bigger bottle. This one is not the bigger bottle. This is not at all synthetic. It's got that quality, expensive feel, but it just falls flat in terms of performance. So that was the first one. The second one in my collection is going to be this one, Abiyedh Rouge. Abiyedh Rouge, also known as Oud for Glory by Lattafa. Abiyedh Rouge, it's an ambery, woodsy fragrance with some saffron as well. It's got a bit of some nutmeg, but it turns too spicy and too herbal. And the agarwood, or the oud in this, takes it to a completely different direction. A completely different direction because the spiciness in here is not the sort, it's not there in Baccarat Rouge 540, whether the Extrait or the original. However, it does have something in there. I think it's the saffron or something that dries down, which kind of reminds you of the Baccarat Rouge 540. It's got an intense smokiness as well. This one, it's got an intense smokiness, something that feels like a burnt tire, burnt tire feel in here. It's less sweet as well. It's very spicy, very sharp. So because of that, I would say if you're going to buy this one, this budget version, hoping to have the Baccarat Rouge 540, either the extrait or the original feel, this might take you in the wrong direction. So I'm giving this a 2 out of 5, simply because it does have, you know, that little sneak peek thing that comes out that feels like 540, but it's not. This one, I would say no. If you're looking for Initio's Oud for Greatness clone, go for this, bang on. But if you want to buy this hoping that it will be the interpretation of your 540, whether the extrait or the original, this one, no. This one is a 2 out of 10. Price wise, you're looking at about £25. Okay, the next one is going to be Cloud, right? Ariana Grande's Cloud. This one, a lot of people have likened it to Baccarat Rouge 540, at least the original, not the extrait. Okay, I bought this for the same purpose, all right? And if you're wondering, or you just come in and you're wondering why I'm doing these videos, the actual fragrance that we're talking about here, Baccarat Rouge Extrait de Parfum, is a work of art, you know, or the 540, the original, is a work of art, okay? And because it's a work of art, it is on the pricey side. So because of that, it has become a target for, you know, perfumers to clone and try to sell it at a cheaper version, because at some point, a lot of people wanted to sniff it, you know, and up to today, a lot of people want to sniff this fragrance, right? So we've got all sorts of versions. So what I'm simply doing here is I've grouped, you know, what I have in my collection, what I've bought as well, because of this hype that was going on. I have these and I'm bringing them to you and telling you which is which, and I'm kind of rating them out of 10. Okay, now Cloud by Ariana Grande is a fruity take to Baccarat Rouge 540. It's big on that coconut, and then it also has that whipped cream, and then the bergamot and the pear. So it takes a fruity take. You know, it does have some slight similarities. Without a doubt, people might mistake one for the other if they're not told. But if you own one, you know that no, the similarities are there. But I would say maybe 45%. You know, this one is not sickly sweet. It's also a bit youthful. It's also a much safer and less complicated take. So it does have those wafts of Baccarat Rouge 540 in it, but the whipped cream, you know, gives it. I know the Baccarat Rouge 540, the original or the extrait, also tends to have a creamy feel to it. But this one, you know, it gives you a tang of fruitiness and a bit of that coconutty feel, which makes it a bit milky, you know, that kind of route, you know. So yeah, that milkiness can be confused with the nuttiness, you know, that nuttiness you get from the extrait. But like I said, to me, it's a 45% thing. So because of that, it's 5 out of 10 for me. You know, if you want to buy it, of course, you can go ahead and buy it. It costs you 30 to 35 pounds for 100 ml. That was Ariana Grande. The next one I'm going to talk about, this one is not popular. I haven't actually done a review of this one, but I'm going to talk about it anyway. Lattafa has got a collection called the Thameen collection. Okay, so I did talk about these, I think, a few months back, over a year ago. The Thameen collection has got 4. This one happens to be one of them, and it's called Thara. Okay, this one's called Thara. Thara is a spicy take on the Baccarat Rouge 540. It's got purple freesia, it's got some heliotrope, some jasmine, hibiscus blossom, some incense, and some sandalwood. So this takes the 540 on an incensey twist, right? In terms of similarities, absolutely. Just by sniffing it, you know, now that I've sniffed it, I can definitely tell you I'm getting those wafts of the 540. You know, that slight sweetness, you know, that slight that sweetness, that sugary feel to it. However, this one takes a juicy, crispy take. You know, it's got that juiciness, it's got that ink feel, a bit of some spice because of the incensey feel to it. And then in terms of lasting power, this is a good contender. I forgot to tell you about lasting powers on the other one, but if you've watched my Pandora Rouge, I told you the Pandora Rouge is about 4 hours, right? This one, the Abiyedh Oud, this is a different take altogether, 2 out of 10, but we can't talk out. This one has a massive lasting power on its own, you know, without even comparing it to this Baccarat Rouge 540, because it's a different thing altogether. However, it does have like that dry down, like I said. So yeah, this one, it has a good lasting power. It will give you, you know, something like maybe 6 to 7 hours, you know, and then it has that kind of a fresher take to the Baccarat Rouge 540. If you want to get your hands on it, it will set you back £20. It is called Zara and it comes in 30 mls. And in terms of rating, I would say this is a 7 out of 10. So it's quite a good contender. The next one is going to be Zara Red Temptation. You know, Zara Red Temptation. This Zara Red Temptation is on first spray. If you can get over the first spray, which is a piercing, spicy, earthy feel, which to me, I need to make sure my nose is away from it because it kind of makes me sneeze. If you can get through that, this is one fragrance that I would say is almost closest, you know, to a point that I've rated it 8 out of 10. It's super piercing. It's less dense. It's more crisp. It's got that sharp, spicy feel. And then it leans more masculine, okay? Slightly masculine. Some women cannot stand this. They'll say it's masculine. So yes, it does have that Baccarat Rouge 540, whether it's the 540 or the X-Straight. It does have that feel and it does have the lasting power. It is a very good contender, and the interpretation here, they nailed it. For the price of £18, perfect. As long as you can get through that hairspray feel, that spicy, something woodsy comes out there in the opening and sometimes continues to pierce in the background, this is the other one, okay? And I said this is £18. Lasting power on this is very good. This to me, I say lasts easy 8 to 10 hours on clothing, okay? The next one I'm going to talk about is Opulent Musk by Lattafa. I did this one not so long ago, so if you want an in-depth review of this one, you can go through my videos. I'll link the video in the description below so that you can click on that one if you want an in-depth review. This one's called Opulent Musk and is by Lattafa. Now this one has got a white floral opening. The opening is quite floral and it's very loud. Yeah, the similarities here are probably the saffron, okay? This Baccarat Rouge feel thing tends to sneak in as well with this one, but when you spray it the first 2-3 hours, it takes you on this floral journey, okay? On this white floral journey, and then after a while, you know, this Baccarat Rouge feel, like I said, possibly because of saffron or something, starts to sneak in, but it's also kind of like overshadowed by the musk, you know, so the musk keeps tempering with it. So does it give you a good interpretation of Baccarat Rouge 540? Not really. If you're going to go buy this and say, okay, I'm going to buy this because, you know, I want to smell like Baccarat Rouge 540 or the X-Straight, and I've been told it smells like this might give you this will not give you the proper interpretation of Baccarat Rouge 540. It is a beautiful fragrance on its own. It's a perfect floral, perfect white floral with the musky feel, but there's just that, that little bit of whatever they've put in there that gives you the wafts of Baccarat Rouge 540 in those 3, 4, 5 hours while you're wearing it. In terms of longevity on its own, it's perfect. You get another 6, 7 hours with this fragrance. Depending on how much you spray it, you could actually even smell it the following morning. Price wise, it's only £14. Rating to Baccarat Rouge 540, the original or the X-Straight, I would say 4 out of 10. Now, the next one I'm going to talk about is this one, Abiyedh Rouge. Abiyedh Rouge by Lattafa. Abiyedh Rouge by Lattafa has this pronounced rubber feel and burnt sugar feel, okay? that's what you get. You also get that ink feel in this fragrance. However, this is the one that gives you the quickest journey to your Baccarat Rouge 540 feel. And then in terms of lasting power, this one has a decent lasting power. The interpretation is great. It's not big on anything. It's not too sweet. It's not spicy. It does not take a journey on its own. It maintains that Baccarat Rouge 540 feel, whether it's the extrait you are comparing it to or the 540. It maintains that within its journey, making sure that it stays classy. It doesn't, it doesn't suffocate you on anything, to a point that, because it's also a molecular fragrance, some people will say, I don't smell it, which is the same that happens even with the extrait or the original Baccarat Rouge 540. Some people tend to be anosmic to it because it's a molecular fragrance. So if you bought this fragrance and you're saying, oh, I just can't smell it, give it time, put it away, try it again. Somebody even said put it in the fridge and try it again. This will give you the best interpretation, right? I would have been tempted to rate this one higher than this one, but this one fell short because it's the lasting power here sucks, okay? This, in terms of lasting power, this will give you 8 hours plus, right? It does have that feel, but it turns a bit rubbery, turns a bit inky, but still maintains the sugary, the creaminess, the smoothness, all that. It's got it. It's wrapped up in here. So Anna Abiyedh Rouge takes number 9 out of 10 in the closest. The closest within my collection. I haven't smelled everything else out there, so please do not feel offended if you have something that smells better. Yeah, to me, it's definitely the best interpretation of I don't know why they use this red cap, whether it means this is an extrait version, I do not know. But I think it's the best interpretation of either the Baccarat Rouge 540, the original, or the extrait. Now, last but not least, okay, if you're looking for a beast, this is my recommendation as well. There's this company called the Perfume People, okay? They sell this oil, this Baccarat Rouge oil, but they call it Baccarat Red Rouge 54. Right. I will put I will link their company below. If you are looking for a beast mode, version of the extrait, and you want something that will project like whatever, this is what I recommend. This perfume oil, you can get it in 50 ml or 100 ml or 30 ml. This particular one is 50 ml. So yeah, I'm not going to say much about this one, because this one is, to me, side by side, it's impossible to, I cannot even imagine how they did this. So yeah, thank you very much, guys, for joining me. This has been quite a long video. It had to be pasted in between because it cut off. My battery had run down. It had died because this is quite a long video. I hope you enjoyed watching this. I hope you find these recommendations useful in case you want to purchase, or you want to try to purchase first before you can go for the kill. However, like I said, I do encourage you to go for the kill. If you can afford it, just buy the original work of art, which is the Extrait de Parfum Baccarat Rouge 540 or the 540 original. I hope you enjoyed watching this. Please do consider subscribing if you haven't already. Press the notification bell so that you're notified anytime I upload a video. Like, comment, and share. And remember, smelling good is a form of good manners. Cheers.